Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Look what I found in the closet. So I'm rocking P Funk for real today. Out here in the lab, doing what I do for you. I just came up with the concept. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna see how this thing work out. It's the concept of spiritual revolution is better than the physical revolution. Why? Only thing dies is ignorance. Let's talk about it. I just had the concept. Let's see how this work out. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life somewhere in there. You turn it out. We got a good thing going. You turn into receiving. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, yep, know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya, be true. I was thinking about revolution, not how it can work, how we can, but I came up with a concept right there because let's talk about a spiritual revolution over a physical revolution because with spiritual revolution, nobody dies but ignorance, okay? Nothing dies except ignorance of oneself. That is revolution that I can get behind. That's what I represent. Let's go see how it's going to work out. See if I can put this together. Right thinkers. You can call it spiritual enlightenment. You can call it anointment. You can call it Haruhood, resurrection, Christhood. You can call it Nirvana. You can call it what you want. The idea is to experience it for yourself. And when you do that, you don't give a damn what they call it. You can call it what you want also. You can name it whatever you want. Okay? Spiritual revolution. That means something's going to happen. You got to clash the two things going on. Okay? And that's your higher self taking control over what? Your lower, aka your ego self, below the waist. If you living from the waist down, you're living on the beastly nature concept. When you live from the waist up, when you have compassion from the heart chakra, the fourth one, you got compassion and empathy for somebody other than oneself. That changes you as a person. Other than that, you're on the beastly level. I'm trying to get you to the seventh chakra so you brought know thyself. That's my mission. And I'm by hook or crook. I'm gonna try everything I could to get you there. This is just another means to do just that. The philosophy you can practice for yourself. All right. But when the higher self controls the lower self, that's making you what? Recognizing what? Your true self, the higher self. Haru, the spirit that's in me and you. Ignorant people who are spiritually ignorant, meaning they have no clue of their higher self, the God that's in them. They think or believe God is somewhere else. Ignorant people love material things. They don't care about God. They can't see it, taste it, touch it, feel it. It don't matter to them. And because they believe what somebody told them, they don't need no more than that. So long they can get materialistic things, they good. And only, watch this, ignorant people love material things until what? Until they get them. And then what? They want some more. They never satisfied. That's the ego. You know the people, no matter how much they get, they want more. No self-control. In a revolution, someone or something has to go, aka something got to give, so to speak. Okay, and then you got the clash of the lower self and the higher self. They going at it. Okay, somebody got to be victorious one. When you come out on top, that's what you becoming conscious of yourself. Now you what know yourself through the work you put in, the conquers you have over your lower nature, okay, and having that spiritual revolution, aka your own mystical experience. That's the difference, because every individual have to have it for themselves. I can't give it to you. You have to earn it. I'm just helping you along the way. That's my job. Spiritual revolutions happen on a day-to-day basis. People waking up like 40 going on. That's a beautiful thing. But AKA what? Becoming God conscious, waking up to your spiritual awakening and awaken to what? Your true self. That's going to change society. Why? When people get better at who they are, they will get better at treating people right. And we won't have so much stuff that's going on right now because of our spiritual ignorance. Okay? I got a lesson for that coming up too. Spiritual revolutions. Okay, when a group of people, when we have a moral internal war going on inside of us, right, wrong, good, evil, whatever you want to call it, but there's two opposites going on. You have to harmonize those opposites by making what? The better decision for yourself. Why? Because one of them decisions is going to be good, the other one not going to be good. You can't serve two masters. Understand that. And watch this. When you learn to control your lower self, aka defeat your lower nature, your aka ego, now you know what? Thyself. You know you ain't just bust below the waist. You're spiritual beings having human experience. Knowing you and God are one. Becoming Christ like in real life. Simple. That's the goal for all human beings, not just right thinkers. I'm a spiritual warrior. I fight our natural mortal enemy, which is what? Spiritual ignorance. I have knowledge. My enemy is ignorant people. Ignorant people who don't know themselves. My goal is to try to enlighten them, help them, show them the way, so to speak. That's it. I'm not trying to do nothing other than that. I can't make you do nothing. I ain't trying to. I'm just trying to help you. Because if you don't know who you are, you may need some help. That's what I'm here to do. Help you. What I do is for you. I do what I do for you. I got mine. I'm trying to give it for you. Knowledge of self. I don't give a damn how many certificates, how many degrees you get. Knowledge of self trumps all that. And that's my weapon of choice to what? Fight and defeat ignorance, my lower nature or set. Okay? My ego don't stand a chance. Why? He don't stand a chance at this point. At one time, he was driving the bus. Okay? He had to acquiesce now, and he already know the deal. So we ain't got to have that issue. All right. All revolutions, okay, meaning something's going to change, hopefully for the better. That's what you're fighting for, a better situation, a better outcome. Because what you're going through, I'm not keep doing this. In relationships, at a certain point in time, you got to make a decision. Do I want to continue this or I'm done with this? And I keep watching Zodiac sign. I'm a Capricorn. The sign Capricorn was around way before I come into the damn picture. Understand that first of all, I didn't make Capricorn what they are. No, no. I just fit the bill of a Capricorn. Once you know your zodiac sign and the characteristics, and you start to realize, oh, wait a minute, they know that about me before I even got here. That's what I understand about the zodiac and what they say about the sign. That's pretty much what it is. And those who don't agree with that, don't like it, ignorance. Moving on. There's something there. For all y'all Christ lovers, the 12 apostles are the 12 cranial nerves that's in your brain. Did you know that? I'm not a neurologist. I know that one because that's what the ancients said. Okay? We know this. I know the zodiac. I know everybody characteristic about. Just tell me your sign. I can tell you much about yourself. Pretty much characteristic. It ain't got to be spot on until the exact. No, that ain't the purpose. But some of them are spot on to the exact. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Ain't no two ways to slice that pie. And I didn't know that until what? I started looking and reading. Hold up. That's me. Yeah. I tell you, if I give you a scenario about a person, They laid out the rules by the Capricorn. Yeah, yeah. Give me a slip of what I got to wear it. That's me. I ain't got a problem with that. So understand that. I just have understanding about it, and it's a good tool to use to gauge people and their characters. I told one person, Leo, y'all, I ain't ever seen a humble Leo. Never seen a sharing, caring Leo. Trust me. Moving on, they fit the bill. All right, but all revolution means something's about to change. Okay, I done had enough, and we got to do something different. And I lead the charge against spiritual ignorance. If you're ignorant, all you have to do is get knowledge. That's our number one enemy. Why are we making that a problem, an issue that we should deal with as soon as possible? Knowing thyself. Okay, self knowledge. We should start at home with that, with our young. I'm a teacher of life lessons. Again, I just don't have what's that? Whoa, willing students who want to learn life lessons. I'm a teacher by trade. When I'm not here, I teach in my off time. I just tell no students to teach. Moving on, I leave that there. My right thinkers are revolutionaries. Why? They are living right daily, and that's what's changing their lives for them. They tell me all the time, appreciate it, thank you. I didn't, yeah, that's my job to get you to think on your own, be your best self, and all you got to do is appreciate the lessons I give to you. That's it. No more. You don't owe me no money. You don't owe none of that nonsense. Okay, you want to purchase a hoodie or something like that? Yeah, but I ain't here selling nothing. Okay, I ain't Trump. Man, you the president. You hustling in the damn White House. Moving on another issue, but I'm not hustling the Lord. That's my concept. I give you God life knowledge. Well, I'm giving to you as I live it, as I learn it. I'm not gonna charge you for the books I read and all the time and period. That ain't your job. That ain't come on. So moving on. Again, I do this for you. Spiritual warriors, okay, will do what? Oh, excuse me. If you know right from wrong, and that's something that we all do, and you do what's wrong, you're not what? Ignorant. You're dumb. You asking for trouble. You willingly asking for trouble. Knowing it's wrong and doing it, though you can't claim ignorance. You can't. No, I didn't know. No. You can't use that one. Okay, moving on. That's like me going back to the judge the second time. Say, well, I didn't know. Oh, you must didn't learn your lesson. Let me double up on that time. That wasn't long enough for you. Let me double it up. See, that teach you a lesson. See, again, life is to learn as you go, not to can repeat things over and over again. That's called reincarnation. That's called not learning. Spiritual warriors, okay, will do what? What makes you a warrior? You're fighting for what's right, and you're going to do what's right no matter what. That's what we know to do. Why? Because there's a reward behind that. They're gonna do with you. Just you do what you do. Trust me. That's what we know. And true spiritual warriors know that. Knowing thyself is the creed that right thing is based on. And I'm starting to get into the understanding. Remembering thyself. Okay, why? Because if you gain knowledge of self, you remember who you are, so to speak, and you know what? I'm God. I forgot about that. I didn't know I was God. Okay, so with self knowledge, it brings you back to either remembering, that's what Hadu had to do, remember who she was, or to know thyself. Meaning learning to find out I'm connected to God. Either way, it's the way to go. All right. And right thinking, okay, no, okay. Knowing thyself is your true revolution, okay, within oneself. That hurts what? No one physically. When you change it for the better, nobody's dying except the ego consciousness. It don't die. It just gonna have to acquiesce and go and get in line. But you are now in control of you, lock, stock, and barrel. That's a good position to be in, aka the driver's seat, the chief or the engineer of your destiny. You decide where and how you want to get there. You can do all things now with knowledge of self. That's what strengthens me. Okay, just putting it out there. And if you're led or follow society that they know and prove is 85% ignorant of themselves, what the? will they make you? Okay, what will that make you if you follow them? Ignorant. And that's the part I got a problem with. I'm the That's my enemy. Ignorance, I can't stand it. Okay, I really can't. Because you can do something about that. That you can do something about. Mental illnesses, uh, situations in life, whatever you give in bad situations, those things you got to deal with. But ignorance, you can change that. If you choose to stay ignorant, you get everything you deserve. Second karma, self-knowledge, again, is why revolutions will change your life, because now mastering the things you need to do for oneself, that's going to elevate you as a person, and you're going to do and be. That's the only way it's going to happen. Jesus is right about that. Only way is through me, through the Father. Honesty, forthright, righteous, and virtuous living. And it'll happen. Kundalini will rise. You wake that serpent up in you. I control my emotions, my thoughts, and my actions. If you don't have mastery over those three things, you can't claim self-mastery. Why? Because your ego is all about the emotion. It thinks it's God. And if you act on either one of them, your actions are going to be wrong. And that's spiritual revolution, where you will take control over oneself. The ego self. Well, it's two of y'all in there. I can tell you got two heads. One, the ego, and one, the higher self. That's all. Devil, get behind me. I call him the devil. Whatever you call him, it's all the same thing. Just what? Conquer it. I don't give a damn what you call him. Okay? Call him Ishkabibble. Don't make a difference to me. All right? Wrapping it up. Ooh, whoa, I missed the whole list. Okay, yeah. Some of us aren't built for what? Mental and spiritual change until when? It's absolutely necessary in their life. When ain't nothing else they got, ain't nothing else work for them, and they ass out. Trust me, that's when they go to God. That's when they go find God. It takes that for them to have no other option but to go into themselves. And he's sitting there waiting. Yeah, yeah. He's a very forgiving God. But that don't mean you should just keep pushing your luck to say, well, he's going to forgive me. It don't work that way. Spiritual revolutionists are those who what? Change their lives for the better by what? Their own choice. When you decide that you want to be better, you want to do better, that's when the transformation will take place. Nothing else will make that happen until that right there, from the heart. When you want to hear, and this says, okay, now you got what? Heart, mind, coherence working as one. That's how you manifest. So, wrapping it up. Appreciate you tuning in. This concept I'm trying to tell you. Be a revolutionist in your own world. Why? Ain't nobody got to die except your ignorance. Kill that. Don't, but put it in a servitude position, so to speak. And with self-improvement. With self-improvement, it's the spiritual revolution that what leads to self-mastery. Whatever you don't like about you, damn what somebody else say. Could care less about what somebody else think or feel. What you don't like about you, you can change. Constructive criticism is when the outside person going to tell you about yourself. I'm so done giving critical, okay, critical advice. Not going to do it. Constructive, no criticism. Nope. Oh, you going to let him? Yep. I'm not going to intervene without what you asking me to. If you don't ask me to, I ask my son, Fayed. Last time I gave you some advice. He said, the last time I asked. Thank you, my man. Okay, and that's how I look at it at this point. I ain't got time to give everybody. No. Some people just don't want it. Like I said, I got no students, no real students who want to know nothing about life. Moving on, but self-improvement means you're trying to better yourself. Self-improve. That means better. Not to just self-explode, self-destruct. No, self-improve. You're bettering yourself. You're trying to cut down on your character flaws. You're trying to master the things that you need so that you can control you and be your best self from the inside out. It starts within, not vice versa. It don't start from the outside in, it starts from the inside out. Self, again, everything is about self. Taking it home. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Self-ignorance is my enemy. With daily study and righteous living, it is my way of what? Taking him out, taking control of my life, my situation, not being led by what? The lower nature and all the things that come with that. You got to eradicate the jealousy, the envy, the gluttony, anything that's not good, you have to not do. That ain't easy, but that's the program, that's the kind of process. Wrapping it up again. Self-improvement. Excuse me. I am a ignorant killer. I hate ignorance, and I do it on a daily basis. That's why I teach and give it to you. And by doing the right thing daily, I kill the ignorance of myself first and foremost. That's where it starts. Wrapping it up. Appreciate you tuning in. Again, driving the point home again. Self-improvement is doing what the old you would not do. And that's what's cool about changing. When I was that guy, wasn't about nothing except me. Okay, that was self-destruction. That wasn't self-improvement. Now all I want to do is what? Be my best self as I go into old age. I'm doing this thing the way it's supposed to be, I guess, because why? It's working for me. It'll work for you. Put it to use. Find out it do work if you what. Put it to use. You can't find out any other way. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right thinkers in closing. May you all live to be 100. Me, I take 100 minus that day. So I've never met my right thinkers who are all going to have victory in their self-revolution and passed away. Only thing got to go is that ego.